राधा माधव की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलान् श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवाञ्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सागन रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णापादान् सहगन ललिता श्रीविशाखान्विताञ्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपस्ताय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशकारिणे. Hare Krishna devotees, we are reading from Transcendental Diary, Travels with His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, written by Harisauri Dasa from August 1976 to October 1976. We are in Sri Vrindavan Dham, September 10th, 1976. Prabhupada gave a powerful lecture this morning, issuing a strong warning to the devotees to be careful to avoid indulging in sex in the holy dham, thereby committing offenses. The increasing conglomeration of householders and Sri Sri Vijay Gauranga Dayal ki jai, and single women in the community is an ongoing concern for him. Although he is not against them staying here, his many recent comments have made it clear that there is a need for caution. Today, he voiced his concern to the assembly of devotees. He warned that no one can approach Krishna unless he has a background of piety. Therefore, we shall be very, very careful about impious activities. Impious activities, we know the four legs of impious activities: illicit sex, intoxication, meat eating, and gambling. So, therefore, we should be very, very careful about these impious activities. You cannot make any spiritual progress by simultaneously acting impiously and at the same time. Just like if you have got dry wood, then the fire ignites very easily. And if you bring wet fuel, it takes time. Of course, as soon as there is fire, the wetness of the fuel will dry, but it will require extra energy. And if you put dry fuel, then it ignites very easily. So, in order to keep us dry without being wetted by the impious activities, then spiritual progress will be very quick. We should remember that. So many times Srila Prabhupada commented that in Vrindavan, if you see, there are some animals are moving here and there. In their previous life, they might have committed sinful activities in holy dham. Because of that reaction, they took birth like that one. So whenever we are visiting holy dham, we should be very, very careful of these impious activities. So, for example, if you do something outside, maybe the punishment is some extent. But if you do those activities, impious activities in the holy dham, you know the power of holy dham, but still you are acting impiously in that dham, then the punishment also will be heavy. And Srila Prabhupada is very concerned about the householders and the single women. So it is not recommended to stay alone with sing alone. So better to stay with a group of devotees. So it is quite natural that when you are stay alone without devotees with other people also, there will be possible to uh, fight on philosophical things also. But when you are stay with the devotees, you don't need to go through these philosophical debates. So one of many people knows that Radhesham Prabhuji and his niece, she was staying in hostel. So there was a people of group of people who belongs to some Christian religion. So they are always trying to poke why you have so many gods, why you are worshipping Krishna, who had thousands of wives, all these things. So Prabhuji told that instead of staying there, move to the ashram with Mataji, so that your life will be simple. Because every time we cannot debate with the people. Like many people, if you see, when people are coming to debate, they don't want to understand the things. Just they want to debate and they want to show that we are very great compared to those people. And here, Srila Prabhupada also mentioning that uh, with if you are impious, it is very difficult to approach Krishna. Krishna is very pure, so he also accepts the things which are pure. So we have to be very, very careful. You may think that, oh, now I am living alone, nobody sees the activities what I am doing. But Krishna stays in the heart and he will see the things what you are doing exactly. So, for your spiritual progress, you are the only accountability person. Nobody will accountable. How much you are serious, that much you can grow further in spirituality. And for example, if you are pure, you can your progress is very very fast. For example, our rule Prabhu. I don't know where. I am giving a small example, Prabhu. When he joined, but his sincerity, commitment. Maybe he is not very scholar on scriptures, but whatever the activities he is doing, he put his efforts to do the things. It gives lot of inspiration to the other people also. And so one is dry fuel and wet fuel. Wet fuel also burn when it touches the fire, but it needs extra energy. But a dry fuel immediately ignites. So when we are pure, our progress also in spirituality is very fast. He explained that Lord Chaitanya has warned against the attraction of women and money for one who wants to advance in Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada clarified that Lord Chaitanya was not referring to a particular gender. Woman means for man, the woman is woman, and for the woman, the man is woman. Not that woman means a particular class. Woman means which are enjoyable. So in this material world, the man is enjoyable by the woman and the woman is enjoyable by the man. For both of them, Vishay Vishayinam Sandarshanam Ata Yoshitam. Yoshit means enjoyable. This body is superfluous. The bodily structure, it can be changed. Perhaps you know, now in medical science, they can change the woman's body into man's body and the man's body into woman's body. It was formerly being also changed. In Bhagavata, you will find that in a garden where Lord Shiva was engaged with Uma, husband and wife, all of a sudden many saintly persons entered to see Lord Shiva. At that time, Uma, Parvati, became very much ashamed. She was not very properly dressed. So, immediately the saintly persons they left that Lord Shiva is now in his private affairs. So, Lord Shiva, to please Parvati, he immediately said, henceforward, anyone who will enter this forest, he will become woman. So, one king with his party, without the knowledge, he entered the forest and all of them became women. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Prabhupada saying that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu warned against money and women. So we have to be very, very careful. Mainly, for example, we should have the maturity how to use the Lakshmi in the service of Krishna or ourselves also. Otherwise, it will create lot of problems. Mainly, when money is coming for a materialistic person, he will be very greedy. More, more, more. He does not satisfy. If you see in our ISKCON only, Ambarish Prabhu, he has given millions of dollars for the donation. Even though he has lot of Lakshmi, but still he possesses all the qualities like humility, humbleness. But now it is quite natural when people got Lakshmi, immediately they are very puffed up. They think that they can do anything, nobody can stop. That is really foolishness. Money is chanchala. Some days it uh, it can stay with you for some time, but not for forever. Hare Krishna, would you like to comment, give more explanations? Yes, Prabhu.
I thought that was interesting what Prabhupada said. For a woman is man, because many places, yesterday I was reading the 11th canto, and Prabhupada writes that woman cannot be trusted. And one devotee was asking, we read in a hall, and one devotee was asking another senior devotee, can you comment on this? And he also said the same thing that I just heard, that the principle is someone who is attached to sense gratification, you cannot trust them. Yeah, it's sometimes a little sensitive because when someone new who opens a Gita and then maybe he or she comes to this purport where Prabhupada writes things like this, it's a little. We should be able to explain. We should be able to explain to them that it's a big context, and Srila Prabhupada, when we look at his personal example, he treated women with respect and he loved them. So I think we should be able to explain what Prabhupada is saying there in bigger context.
Nilmada Prabhu.
Some bodily features, huh? What is explaining? It's important that the man had some features and the woman had some features, and when they work together, then they can make nice service. But when they're alone, or they're not with the right qualities, then it's not going to nothing to do. Yeah, but on the other side, many what you were saying, they speak badly about Prabhupada's purpose because of the points, but they not know what Prabhupada did for the woman. And this is more important. We have some knowledge, but in the real life, he empowered the woman so much and put him on the same level as men, because he saw not the body, he saw the devotee inside. So the soul, so this is important. And this is what's the devotee, what we have to learn, how we have to see the difference, and we see the devotee inside. And this is important. It's the main point. And everybody can do some service, and together they can also make better service. But that means real rehearsals, also high level.
Last lecture from Srila Prabhupada, how can I see the woman in this such a society? Srila Prabhupada said we have to see
काय नाही माताजी बसून. जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद. श्री चैतन्य जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा. जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद. जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा. जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद. जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा. Reading from Sri Caitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 6, The Liberation of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, verse number 93. इष्टा गोष्ठी विचार करी ना करी हरोसा. शास्त्र दृष्टे कही किचु नाला इह दोषा. इष्टा गोष्ठी विचार करी ना करी हरोषा. शास्त्र दृष्टे कही कीचु नाला ना लइहा दोषा. इष्टा गोष्ठी विचार करी ना करी हरोषा. शास्त्र दृष्टे कही कीचु नाला इह दोषा. प्रभु जी. इष्टा गोष्ठी विचार करी ना करी हरोषा. शास्त्र दृष्टे कही कीचु नाला इह दोषा. इष्टा गोष्ठी विचार करी ना करी हरोषा. शास्त्र दृष्टे कही कीचु नाला इह दोषा. माता जी. इष्टा गोष्ठी विचार करी ना करी हरोषा. शास्त्र दृष्टे कही कीचु नाला इह दोषा. Word to word meaning. Ishta Goshti, discussion among friends. Vichara, consideration. Kari, we do. Na, not. Kariha, make. Rosa, anger. Shastra Drishte, according to the conclusion of scriptures. Kahi, we speak. Kichu, any. Na, not. La iha, take. Dosha, fault. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The Bhattacharya said, we are just having a discussion among friends and considering the points described in the scriptures. Don't become angry. I am simply speaking on the strength of the Shastras. Please don't take any offense. Next verse. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is certainly a great uncommon devotee, but we cannot accept him as an incarnation of Lord Vishnu because according to Shastra there is no incarnation in this age of Kali. Next verse. Another name for Lord Vishnu is Triyuga because there is no incarnation of Lord Vishnu in Kali Yuga. Indeed, this is the verdict of revealed scriptures. Purport. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, is known as Triyuga, which means that he is manifest in three yugas. However, this means that in the age of Kali, the Lord appears not directly but in disguise. This is confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam. Ittam nrutiryak rishi deva झसावतारैर् लोकान् विभावयसि हंसि जगत्प्रतीपान् धर्मं महापुरुषपासि युगानुवृत्तं चन्नः कलौ यद् त्रियुगोऽथ सत्वम्. My Lord, you kill all the enemies of the world in your multifarious incarnations in the families of men, animals, demigods, rishis, aquatics, and so on. Thus, you illuminate the worlds with transcendental knowledge. In the age of Kali, O Mahapurusha, you sometimes appear in a covered incarnation. Therefore, you are known as Three Yuga, one who appears in only three yugas. Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 9th chapter, 38th verse. Srila Sridhara Swami has also verified that Lord Vishnu appears in the age of Kali but does not act as he does in other ages. Lord Vishnu incarnates for two purposes: paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha duskrutam. That is, he comes to engage in pastimes with his devotees and to annihilate the demons. These purposes are visible in the Satya, Treta, and Dwapara Yugas, but in Kali Yuga, the Lord appears disguised. He does not directly kill demons and give protection to the faithful because the Lord is not directly perceived in Kali Yuga but is directly known in the other three yugas. His name is Triyuga. So there was a debate was going among the students of Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya. So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was very highly scholar in Vedas, Upanishads, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu like treated him as a guru of demigods like Bruhaspati. So one time Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya finally accept Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as the Supreme Personality of Krishna because one time Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya sat with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he was speaking on the Vedas almost 7 days. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just he was listening, and Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya thought that maybe he is not able to understand what I am speaking. And so in this way the conversation is going on. So on one word, Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya gave commentaries 9 types. And after that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, without commenting on those 9 commentaries, he gave 18 commentaries on one word. So then he realized that it is not possible for an ordinary person to give 18 commentaries without touching these basic 9 commentaries. So then he realized how great Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he acting as a normal person, even though he himself as a supreme personality of Godhead. So if you see in three yugas, Lord was appeared directly, and many people were able to see. But in Kali Yuga, it is mentioned that he is not directly acting. So then, how we can say that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the supreme personality of Godhead? I saw when before coming to ISKCON, when I also see that uh, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, I also confused with the names also, like who they are basically. And many people in South India, the preachers, thought that nowadays there is some organization bringing a new gods into the society, because it is not clearly mentioned, or even though mentioned, people were not read them. Because of that, they are thinking that, oh, these are some separately created gods or something. Prabhuji, do you have any reference that where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is himself as Krishna described in the our Puranas? Bhagavata. So
Yeah, many Puranas.
So I will go to the next verse. The Bhattacharya said, upon hearing this, Gopinath Acharya became very unhappy. He said to the Bhattacharya, you consider yourself the knower of all Vedic scriptures. Srimad Bhagavatam and Mahabharata are the two most important Vedic scriptures, but you have paid no attention to their statements. In Srimad Bhagavatam and Mahabharata, it is stated that the Lord appears directly, but you say that in this age there is no manifestation or incarnation of Lord Vishnu. In this age of Kali, there is no Leela avatar of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, he is known as Triyuga, that is one of his holy names. A Leela Avatara is an incarnation of the Lord who performs a variety of activities without making any special endeavor. He always has one pastime after another, all full of transcendental pleasure, and these pastimes are fully controlled by the Supreme Person. The Supreme Person is totally independent of all others in these pastimes. While teaching Sanatana Goswami, Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhyalila, chapter 20, verse number 296 to 298, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu pointed out that one cannot count the number of Leela avatar. Leela avatara Krishnera na yaya ganana pradhana kariya kahi dig darshana. However, the Lord told Sanatana, I shall explain the chief Leela avatars. Matsya Kurma Raghunatha Nrsimha Vamana Varahadi Lekha Yanrana Yaya Ganana. Thus, the Lord's incarnation were enumerated, including Matsya, the fish incarnation, Kurma, the tortoise, Lord Ramachandra, Nrsimhadeva, Vamanadeva, and Varaha, the boar incarnation. Thus, there are innumerable Leela avatars, and all of these exhibit wonderful pastimes. Lord Varaha, the boar incarnation, lifted the entire planet Earth from the depths of the Garbhodaka ocean. The tortoise incarnation, Lord Kurma, became a pivot for the emulsification of the whole sea, and Lord Nrsimhadeva appeared as half man, half lion. These are some of the wonderful and uncommon features of Leela avatars. In his book Bhagavatamrita, Srila Rupa Goswami has enumerated the following 25 Leela avatars: Chatusana, Narada, Varaha, Matsya, యజ్ఞ నరనారాయణ కపిల దత్తాత్రేయ హయశీర్ష హయగ్రీవ హంస పృష్ణిగర్భ వృషభ పృథు నృసింహ కూర్మ ధన్వంతరి మోహిని వామన పరశురామ రాఘవేంద్ర వ్యాస బలరామ కృష్ణ బుద్ధ and Kalki. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not mentioned as a Leela Avatara because he is an incarnation in disguise, Channa Avatara. In this age of Kali, there are no Leela Avataras, but there is an incarnation of the Lord manifested in the body of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This has been explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. So nobody can count how many uh, avatars God he takes for his pastimes to perform. It is very difficult. Like there are innumerable planetary systems and universes everywhere. In some of the planet or universe, the pastimes are going on, but it is very difficult to record everything. So here Gopinath Acharya is saying that you may know Srimad Bhagavatam and Mahabharata, but you don't know all the things. So here we can see Srila Rupa Goswami mentioned that 25 Leela avatars like different Raghavendra, Mohini, Vamana, Parshurama, Vyasa. So in that way, he has took birth in different forms, but we cannot calculate all of them. It doesn't mean that he is only restricted to only 3 yugas only. No, he is always taking some incarnation, but we cannot recognize those things. Hare Krishna. I will stop here. So, would you like to comment, Prabhu? Yeah, 99. So there are Leela avatars, Yuga avatars, Guna avatars. So you need to have a lot of knowledge to explain all these things. Prabhu, would you like to comment?
Yeah, I think Prabhupada says there are as many incarnations as there are waves in the ocean. In the ocean, there are so many waves coming. So incarnations are also like that. And sometimes people question why these incarnations are only in India. Why not in the West? But in one sense, when the Lord comes as holy name, sometimes, and Prabhupada says sometimes the devotees are more merciful than the Lord himself. So Srila Prabhupada, he came to the West to deliver the Western, the whole world. So in that, the Lord incarnates to basically attract the living entities to his home. But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, he did it only in India. Right? He was, I think somebody asked about that, he was powerful enough to spread to the whole world. He is Krishna himself, why didn't he do it? And Prabhupada, he said, he left some for us, so we can also do it. So in that sense, his, the Prabhupada would say, his devotees are more merciful than the Lord himself sometimes. So the incarnation of the Lord can be, like you said, many forms. So the compassion incarnation is through the devotees, and the holy name is always present. So it's not just India that the Lord has mercy on him, the land of the whole world. And this time is just one small fraction, but the time as mentioned in the Vedas, it's a very long time. In one place one point in time maybe it's this land, but in every island in the Bhumandala, the Lord incarnates. Like in Bali Maharaj's planet, there is Raman there. So he goes even in the hellish planets. So everywhere he is incarnating.
Sorry?
Numbers of 10 avatars, then we have Srimad Bhagavatam, I don't know how many is written there, 30 or 25, and now we mentioned 25.
Here mentioned 25.
But in the end we have, it's not countable because so many, and we have different types of avatars, and then what we are also reading is what is Chana avatars, the hidden avatars, it's not mentioned, it's only there is some, but there's not a number for this, because it's only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He comes and who was it? I think Jagannatha's Prabhuji, some of our from the Parampara, from the Amshas, he was saying, Lord Chaitanya is a Yuga avatar for this age. So, and we have to worship the Yuga avatar. So, but he is hidden, and you can only see him with the devotion. And he comes not alone, he comes with a holy name, and he comes with Srimad Bhagavatam. This is like a scripture, transcendental scripture incarnation. So this is, he comes not alone. And this we have also not in every Kali Yuga. So normally it's not, it's only on end Kalki is coming. But Kalki is not really mentioned also as a avatar in Kali Yuga, but he comes always in the end to bring the new Yuga. And as Prabhu was mentioned, he incarnates in every different universes, and also in our universe on each planet. But in Kali Yuga, he don't come because it's the greatest age. So, but only one day, Brahma, when Krishna appears short after this, then he comes as his own devotion. And that's why it's his Chana avatar. It's hidden. It's hidden, but it's mentioned in the Vedas in different places. And here you saw, he was reading also from Mahabharata. I don't know where it's in Mahabharata, but it would be interesting how to they have mentioned there in Mahabharata. But the point is, he comes with alone as Chanaka, he comes with a holy name, and he comes with Srimad Bhagavatam. And he gives the Yuga Dharma. He was already there. He also in Bhagavad Gita, he said, I come every Yuga, I will come. And he's saying this, he will not say, I come only this way, every Yuga I come. So, but in different types. And this when he comes. When Krishna says he comes, then he comes. But that's not. And we have to believe it. And he's there. But also in India, you're from India, and then from the south. And you also in the beginning were saying that you was believing that it's some new made God, or where this comes from. So this is the hidden treasure of our Gaudiya Vaishnavas, that we have this hidden avatar, and all the others they don't have the knowledge. That's why our parampara so important. And Lord Chaitanya came to combine all these four sampradayas from the four sampradayas, and from each of them we take one, and then we focus on our parampara from Rama, Gauriya, Sampradaya. This is the most powerful way. And when you see the others, they're also doing bhakti, and they're doing devotional service, but they don't make a focus on the holy name, on Mahamantra, and also not focus on Srimad Bhagavatam. So, and they can make progress full, but not the full, because they're not accepting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as the main focus. And when you not accept Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then you cannot go to Krishna, because he is the entrance. Then you will not go to Radha and Krishna. What do you see? It's possible. That's why it's not cheap thing, and it's not for everybody. It's very, but we have this Caritamrita is also, it's the most holy scripture, because he gave us this, no other Vedic scriptures is giving us. He was this point, what is hidden, only for those visible, they are connected with the real sadhus, with the real Vaishnavas. Many Vaishnavas, but real Vaishnavas is special. You know, from south the Vaishnavas, they're also very nice, but it's different. And Lord Chaitanya also, he went to, what was the name? The big temple there?
Sri Ranga.
Sriranga, yeah, he was there. With his priest. And he meet with all the different devotees from the different other sampradayas and he speak with them. And then he show, oh, I'm Rama, I'm Vishnu, I'm this and that, but I am Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and I'm also Krishna. But now also when you go there, it's not really clear. This room where Lord Chaitanya was staying in Rameshwar, and what was Srirangam. For some it's clear, Lord Chaitanya came, this is God came directly, and for others only some Vaishnava came, and they have the clear understanding how special it is that he came to this place, and he updated in other places. And he put the footsteps all over India. And he predicted that it will be spread all over the world. And it came true because of the devotees. And this Lila is, normally Lila Avatar means Lila, he present and then he present Lila. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did a nice thing that he introduced the Lila, but he not manifest everything by himself. And then say, okay, now it's your part. You do it. And Prabhupada also, he said, no, you do. Now we are in this Leela, so this is special. This is special Leela that Lord Chaitanya gave us. Now we are in charge to do this. But we have to be pure and then we get empowered from Chaitanya to Krishna. We can do. Only we can do nothing. So, empowerment is there, but then we have to be straight. That's totally different. That's the other leaders creating, and then after it will be gone again. So like Krishna was there, everything was there, and then he left. And short time later, it's not clear why was Krishna here, what he did, and he spoke for the people, it's not so important. And then you see, and then it's for the Gita, and they know, but they not follow. And they don't understand why they have to follow the rules and the religions. And that's when Krishna came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to show how it was, how to live with the rules, how to live Krishna life, and why we have to follow what was Krishna saying about it. And otherwise it's not possible to go to Krishna. Was good.
एक ही नहीं माता जी
In der Frage ist sogar vorausgesagt worden, wo Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in den drei Geburten, wie seine Mutter heißen wird,
Genau, das ist
Vater
auch immer.
heißen wird. Also, das war auch schon vorausgesagt. Und wenn wir weiterlesen, Vers Nummer 103. In Srimad Bhagavatam gibt es auch ein Vers, ne? Was in Kali Yuga, also in intelligente Menschen werden zusammenkommen und Mahamatra singen zusammen und also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu so verehren. Gedacht miteinander. Lies mal vor, die sind jetzt
103. Yeah. In this age of Kali, those who are intelligent perform the congregational chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who appears in this age, always describing the glories of Krishna. That incarnation is yellowish in hue and is always associated with his plenary expansions, such as Sri Nityananda Prabhu, and personal expansions, such as Gadadhara, as well as devotees and associates, such as Swarupa Damodara. This verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 5th chapter, 32 verse, is explained by Sri Jiva Goswami in his Krama Sandarbha, as quoted by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura in regard to the explanation of Adilila, 3rd chapter, verse number 51.
Da haben wir ein paar Beweise. Und wenn wir Chaitanya Charitamrita lesen sowieso, da ist ja, sind viele Spiele von Chaitanya Mahaprabhu beschrieben worden. Da sieht man, dass es keine einfache Persönlichkeit ist, kein einfacher Mensch, sondern das ist eine Person, die über so viele Eigenschaften und Qualität, die nur Gott haben kann, also ist. Ne? Und man sagt auch im Nakhu Bhagavatamrita von Srivarupa Goswami, dass im Zeitalter des Kali, wenn Chaitanya Mahaprabhu erscheint, dann zum Schluss kommt kein Kalki Avatar. Weil diejenigen, die schon gerettet werden können, werden in diesen 10.000 Jahren gerettet. Ne? Da ist keine Notwendigkeit mehr an Kalki Avatar. Bleiben nur alte Dämonen.
Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.